Sure.
No! At present I am employed by an ensign, Beverly.
I doubt, Mr. Bagg, you haven't made a change for the better.
Oh, but I have not changed.
No?
No.
Why, didn't you say you had left young master?
No. Well, honest Thomas, I must puzzle you no further. Briefly then, Captain Absolute and Ensign Beverly are one and the same person.
They are.
They are.
Tell us the meaning of it.
Why then, the cause of all this is love. L-O-V-E, love, Thomas, who has been a masquerader ever since the days of Jupiter.
Why does your master pass only as ensign? Now, if he had a sham general...
There lies the mystery of the matter, Thomas. Ha! My master is in love with a lady of a very singular taste. A lady who likes him better as her pay ensign. Well, she knew he was such an heir to Sir Anthony Absolute, a baronet of 3,000 years.
Well, that'd be an odd taste indeed. But does she have the stuff, Mr. Bagg? Eh? Is she rich?
Why, I believe she don't have the stuff. Loons, Thomas. She could pay the national debt as easily as I could pay my washerwoman.
And does she draw kindly to the captain?
Nothing fond as cooing pigeons.
May one hear her name?
Miss Lydia Lang. But there is an old tough aunt in the way. Oh, by the by, she has never seen my master, for he became acquainted with Miss while on a trip to Glasgow.
Yes, well, I wish they were at once harnessed together in matrimony. But tell us, Mr. Bagg, what kind of a place is this here back? There's a more than merrymaking here always.
Pretty well, Thomas, pretty well. It is a good lounge. But damn the place, I'm tired of it. Its regular hours stupefy me. Not a fiddle or a card after 11.
Oh.
However, Mr. Falkland's gentleman and I managed to keep it out of it in private parties. Well, I'll introduce you there, Thomas. You like him much. But, Thomas, you must polish a little. Indeed, you must. Here now, this wig, Thomas. What the devil is it to do with the wig? Why, none of the London wits of any degree of tongue wear wigs now.
More's the pity, more's the pity. Yes, Mr. Bagg. God's life. When I heard how the lawyers and the doctors had took to their own air, well, I thought what would come next. But looky, I'll never give up mine. Let the lawyers and the doctors do as they will.
We'll not quarrel about that, Thomas. The code. Mark, Thomas, mark.
It's the captain. He left the lady with him.
Oh, no, that is Madame Lucy, my master's mistress's maid. They lodge at the house. But I must ask of you to tell him this news.
Oh, but he's giving her money. Well, Mr. Bagg.
Goodbye, Thomas.
Hey.
the man of feelings. And this Peregrine pickle, here are the tears of sensibility and Humphrey Clinker. Oh, here's someone coming. Oh, quick, see who it is.
Very well.
Surely I heard my cousin Julia before. Last one here is Miss Melville. Is it possible?
Ah, Julia. Oh, how delighted I am. How unexpected was this happen. Oh, Julia. How pleasant. What has been the matter? You were denied me at first. Ah, Julia. I have 1,000 things to tell you. But first inform me, what has conjured you to that? Is Sir Anthony here? Yes. We have arrived at the hour, and I suppose he'll be here. We don't matter about this,
Then before we get to one, let me impart to you some of my distresses. I know your gentle nature will sympathize with me, though your prudence may condemn me. My letters have informed you of my whole connection with Devon. But I have lost him, my Julia.
my aunt has discovered our intercourse by a note she intercepted and has confined me ever since. Yet would you believe she has fallen absolutely in love with a tall Irish baronet she met one night since we have been here at Lady McShuffle's house. Oh, nay, no, upon my word. She really carries on a kind of correspondence with him under a strange name, though, till she chooses to be known. Oh, but it is a Delia or a Celia, I assure you. Oh, well, but then surely she's more indulgent to her niece. Oh, quite the contrary. Since she has discovered her own frailty, she has become unrivalable because of mine. Oh, then I must inform you of another plague. That odious Hager is to be in class today. So that I protest I shall be teased out of all. Come, Lydia, we'll hope for the best. Sir Anthony used his interest with Mrs. Malakoff.
Oh, but you have not heard the word. Unfortunately, I had quarreled with my poor Beverly just before my aunt made a discovery. And I have not seen him since to make up. What was the sense? Nothing at all. I don't know how it was, but as often as we had been together, we had never had a quarrel. And somehow I was afraid he would never give me an opportunity.
So, last Thursday, I wrote a letter to myself to inform myself that Beverly was at that time paying addresses to another woman, Lydia. I signed it, your unknown friend. I showed it to Beverly. I charged him with falsehood. I put myself in a violent passion, and we found I've never seen him more. You mean you let him depart, so you have not seen him since?
But the next day, my aunt made a discovery. I intended only to have teased him 3 days and a half.
Now I have lost him forever. Oh, no,
She will have all the time, so. But consider Lydia is but an innocent, and you have 30,000 pounds.
But no, I lose most of my fortune if I marry without my own consent in a way. And that is what I have determined to do ever since I knew the penalty. Nor could I love the man who wished me today to be our friend. Oh, Lydia, this is caprice. What is Julius had to me with caprice? I thought her love of Falkland had inured her to it. I've not loved you before. The island of course many unhappy hours. But I learned to think myself indebted to those imperfections which arise from the ardor of the passion
Obligation? Why, a water spaniel would have done as much.
Yeah? Well, I could never think of giving my heart to a man because he could swim.
Oh, man, here is Sir Anthony Absolute. Just come home with your aunt.
You'll not come here.
Lucy, do you want?
Yes, I must go, Sir Anthony. It's not so, I'm dear, and if we need to stay in the house.
Come, they're both coming upstairs.
Well, I'll not detain you, and do my dear duty. I'm sure you are in haste to send it for me. Oh, there, through that room you'll find another stair. Oh, my dear Lucy, hide these books. Quick, quick. Fling Peregrine Pickle under the toilet. Throw Brother Brendan into the closet. Put the innocent Daughtry into the old Julian van. Thrust Lord Ainsworth under the sofa. Cram Ovid behind the bolster. Put the man of feeling in your pocket. Now you're there, boy. Well, Anthony, there sits the deliberate Satan that hopes to disgrace the family and laugh somebody up there in the Papa Sheridan. Madam, I thought you taught me. When I do any business, you have to think it all. Thought to become a young woman. But the break we would require of you is that you promise to forget this fellow, to illiterate him. I said it from your memory. Ah, madam, our memories are independent of our will. It is not so easy to follow. Oh, well, I say it is, miss. Why, there's nothing on earth so easy as to forget if one chooses to set about it. Well, I'm sure I've forgotten your poor dear uncle as though he never existed. And I thought it my duty so to do it. And let me tell you, Lydia, these violent memories don't come a young woman.
Why, surely the young girl does not pretend to remember what she's ordered to forget. This comes of her reading.
What crime, madam, have I committed to be treated thus? Oh, well, don't attempt to extricate yourself from the matter. You know I have proved controversial of it. But tell me, will you promise to do as you are bid? Will you take a husband of your friend's choosing? Madam, I must tell you plainly.
Had I no preference for anyone else, the choice you have made would be my aversion.
And what business have you with preference in the argument? They don't become a young woman. And you ought to know that it's both old as well wrong to invest in matrimony to begin with a little aversion. Well, I'm sure I hated your poor dear uncle before marriage as though he'd been a macaroon. And yet it's your pencil, what a wife I made. And you have it pleased heaven to release me from him. Does not know what tears I shed. Oh, but supposing we were to give you another choice, will you promise to give up this memory? Could I belie my thoughts so far as to give that promise? My actions would certainly as far belie my words.
Oh, not.
Take yourself to your room, miss. You're fit company for nothing but your own ill. Willingly, ma'am. I cannot change for the world. There's a little intricate hussy for you.
Yes. This is not to be wondered at. All this is the natural consequence of teaching young girls to read. Well, in my way hither, Mrs. Meadowcroft, I observed your niece's maid coming forth from a circulating garden. She had a book in hand. They were half-bound volumes with marble cover. From that moment, I guessed how full of beauty I could see Miss.
Oh, those are vile places indeed.
Circulating library in the town is as an evergreen tree of diabolical knowledge. It blossoms through the year. And depend upon it, Mrs. Meadowcroft, that they who are so fond of the fruit.
Oh, well. Why, Sylvester, surely you speak laconically.
Why, in moderation now, Mrs. Melatron, what would you have a young woman there?
Observe me, Sylvester, I would by no means have an offer of mine be a progeny of learning. I don't think that I'm going to become a young woman. For instance, I would not let her meddle with Greek, or Hebrew, or algebra, or simony, or fluxions, or paradoxes, or any of your inflammatory branches of learning. Nor would it be necessary for her to handle all mathematical, astronomical, or diabolical instruments. I'm sure that 9-year-old sent her off to boarding school so that she might learn a little ingenuity and art. And then she should have a supercilious knowledge of accounts. And as she grew up, I would have her instructed in geometry so that she might know something of the contagious country. But above all, Sylvester, she should be a perfect mistress of all the doctrines. Oh, no, that is, she should not mispronounce or misspell words. As the young lady to the president constantly do. Sylvester, what I would have a woman know. And I don't believe there's a superstitious article in it.
Well, Mrs. Melatron, I will dispute the point no further with you, though I must confess you are truly moderate and polite arguer, for almost every third word said on my side of the question. A more important point in the debate. You say that you have no objection to my proposal.
None whatsoever, Sylvester. I am under no positive engagement to Mr. Akers. And as Lydia is so obstinate against him, perhaps your son might have better defense.
Yes, well, I will write the boy directly. He knows not a syllable of this yet. Though I have for some time had the proposal in the head. He is at present with his regiment.
Well, we've never seen your son, Sylvester, but I hope there's no objection on his side.
Objection. Let him object again. No, Mrs. Melatron, Jack knows that least demur. It always puts me in the frenzy directly. My process was always very simple. In his younger days, it was Jack, do this. If he demurred, I knocked him down. If he grumbled at that, I always sent him out of the room.
Well, it's the best way of my conscience. There's nothing so conciliating to young people as severity. I shall give Mr. Akers his discharge and prepare Lydia for your son's invocation. And I hope you will reprehend her to the captain as an object not altogether illegible.
I will carry on the subject prudently. I must leave you. Good morning, Mrs. Melatron. Let me beg you, Mrs. Melatron, to enforce this matter roundly with the girl. Take my advice. Keep her tighter. Good morning, Mrs. Melatron. If she rejects this proposal, clap her in the lock and key. Good morning, Mrs. Melatron. And if you were just to let the servants forget to bring her dinner for 3 or 4 days, I can't conceive how she'd come about. Good morning, Mrs. Melatron.
I shall be glad to get her from under my intuition. She has somehow managed to find out about my partiality for Sir Lucius O'Trigger. Surely you think God has betrayed me? Oh, no. Why, the girl is such a simpleton, I should have made her
sundry times, 12 pounds 12, gown 5, hat, trouble, hat, etc., etc. Number. From the said anything within this last month, 6 guineas and a half. Items from Mrs. Malaprop for betraying the young people to her when I found matters were likely to be discovered. 2 guineas and a French shawl. Items from Mr. Akers for carrying divers letters, which I never delivered. 2 guineas and a pair of buckles. Items from Sir Lucy's own trigger, 3 crowns, 2 gold pocket pieces, and a silver snuff box. Well done.